And here we are. Check, 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 check. There we go. What's up, everybody? John, you hear me okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Excellent. You're like stuttering. That looks cool.
Yeah, there was weird stutters going on.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. Good old technical difficulties that
I love it.
happened with ye old stream. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Midweek Marquee. This is pretty much what we're going to be calling it. It's a working title, but we're going to make it work like we do. So, earlier this week, we had discussed pretty much how we are going to be doing movie reviews, TV show reviews, album reviews, video game reviews, mainly focusing on like movies and video games, I think, but pretty much all things entertainment. I think it's pretty fitting given the name General Admissions. We had started to go a different route initially with the podcast, but I think the stars aligned and was like, you need to review movies. So that's what we're doing. First of all, John, my man, how are you?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing, man. I'm doing. So pretty much what we're going to be going through today is what's coming out this week as far as movies go. We got a couple lined up that we're going to be going through. We may or may not see them. We're pretty much going to be thinking, this looks good, this doesn't. Might see this, not even going to bat an eye at this one, just pretty much pick this apart. So, right now, let's go to the new setup we got here.
Let's get into it.
We're going to dive right in. So, we pretty much have this layout now where you can kind of see what's going on with these movies. So, coming out on the 23rd, in a couple days, we have The Crow. Pretty much a remake, a revamp, a reboot, whatever you want to call it, of the original, starring Brandon Lee.
Well, give it a click and let's jump in on it. Let's take a look at what the story synopsis.
Hold on. Why is the stream ended? Why did he just stand up? Network error. What? Network error my ass?
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I just had a network error and it's saying the stream ended. I just refreshed the page. Yeah. Now it's up.
YouTube on live.
Yeah, Twitch I have up on my phone. I just poked it and it's there. You were looking this way and then you were frozen and then you got up and you came back.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was like you were frozen, then unfrozen. I was just looking at a chair and then it said like error in connection. Anyway, anybody who's watching, let us know how everything looks and I guess we'll take it from there. So let's try that again. The Crow, originally starring Brandon Lee. I actually want to pick your brain and see what you think about
this theory. Yeah, I loved the original The Crow.
Timeless classic.
Absolutely, Brandon Lee was phenomenal. It really is a shame what had happened. But I kind of want to segue real quick before we continue with that. Do you think that there really was like a curse with Bruce Lee and his firstborn son type thing? Like, I don't know if you ever saw like the story of Bruce Lee, that movie.
Maybe. I know that there was word that the story that I heard was that a lot of the old heads who sort of gatekept the kung fu in like in China, I believe, were really upset with Bruce Lee. So I heard theories that allegedly that somebody poisoned Bruce Lee and that somebody set up Brandon on that film. Now, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who could honestly tell? I think that Brandon was sort of at the burgeoning of his career. I think with The Crow being the foundation of it, he could have very well gone to have been as famous as his father easily.
Yeah.
I personally believe that there is sort of weird things that happen in the industry that require loved ones passing anyway, but the timeline wouldn't line up with that because, you know, Bruce got famous on his own.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange.
The other thing that I actually heard, and it actually does make a lot of sense, is Bruce's style of Jeet Kune Do was very based on tension, holding tension very tightly. And he was at his peak, like some ridiculous amount of percentage of body fat, like 5%, which in and of itself can cause all sorts of damage, irreparable damage to kidneys and all that stuff. Like kidneys, liver, heart. So, that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if he gave himself an aneurysm, to be completely honest with you. And for everything that he, I believe the official cause of death was brain swelling, I think is what they said for Bruce Lee.
If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, I think it was something more so along the lines of a reaction to aspirin.
Well, so yeah, that's also where the reaction to aspirin ties in. Now, the reality is that he was complaining for a headache for over 72 hours, which is a dead giveaway of an aneurysm.
Okay.
And then somebody gave him aspirin, which is where the whole spooky somebody poisoned him thing came in. But in reality, that if you were already in a situation where you had so much strain on your cardiovascular system that you had given yourself, I forget what it's called. It's actually like right before an aneurysm. I could be wrong. An aneurysm, let me look this up. I got it before I say this. Okay. And yeah.
So Lando0070 on YouTube says you sound like a cartoon. Raven on
I
YouTube
do?
says you sound like a chipmunk on YouTube, but Twitch is fine.
Which one?
So yeah, I have it up on YouTube, and the audio's coming through slightly high pitched. Both of us, not you. You sound fine through Discord. I'm assuming I sound fine through Discord.
I just heard you on the phone, and it sounded like I was...
It sounded like we
Ow.
inhaled helium.
What is going on?
I don't know, but Raven says she's listening to it on Twitch. It's fine. And he says there's static on John's end when you speak, but I don't hear it through Discord. I hear no static through Discord. So I don't know if it's like an encoding thing.
That's what it sounds like when you're talking on your microphone, and all of a sudden it goes weird and distorted. Like legitimately, all of a sudden the pitch starts going up really high, and it gets loud, and it gets crunchy.
Yeah, because
going up really high, and it gets loud, and it gets crunchy. Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like.
yeah,
So, is that a buffering
but
problem?
Raven says on Twitch everything sounds fine. Everything sounds normal.
I wonder if that's a buffering issue.
It could be a buffering issue. I'm not sure. Let me check this phone.
I wonder if that's a buffering issue.
Yeah, Twitch sounds perfectly normal. There's no static. There's no glitching. There's no high pitched.
Weird.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Is there any way we can drop out and come back?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're gonna cut the stream and we're gonna come right back and hope, and we'll. Should I stream just to YouTube for now? And see if that fixes it.
Yeah, try that.
All right, we'll be right back. Stand by.